In this video, we'll look at a financial reporting package that's enhanced with Amalgam. So here's a little bit of a cover page or input page that we've put together. It includes some key things that we'll look at. The blue cells here are sort of global variables that flow through to other tabs. So I've got Amalgam as my client name. If I change that, it will flow through. I've got my start date and I've got my report date. Also pulling in some checks from my P&L, balance sheet, and cash flow, as well as a little bit of a tracker here to see if there's any missing accounts. I'm going to actually jump to the back of it for the QBO underscore IS and QBO underscore BS. These are our balance sheet and income statement. They happen to be coming from QBO, so I'm pulling it there. I've got my date, start date, end date, and different methods, sort of settings for my reports. And then you can see here, I've already downloaded my standard balance sheet report, things of that nature. Great. We've got our reports using Amalgam, so we didn't have to connect anything. But how is it actually flowing through, right? I don't want to show these detailed accounts in this like unformatted, not too pretty report to my clients. So what I'll do is I've actually used the fields off to the left here to be able to capture that. So I created a mapping table which allows me to map each of these accounts into sort of more grouped accounts, right? I want the total accounts receivable. I don't want each individual line item. So I've pulled that in. And I've also created a little bit of a check here. Let's say that one of these names changed or you added a new account, something like that. I've created a little bit of a check for you too that will flag to it. So over in my input tab, you'll see, oh, I've got a new account. Those types of things will flow through and give you those errors. So I'll undo that so it'll flow through properly. So I've done this for my balance sheet. I've done it for my income statement as well. I've got those mapped. And then I've created formatted reports that are a little bit prettier, something that you can feel good about sending to your clients. And it's sort of that condensed. You're not looking at 150 account lines. You're just looking at the ones you care about. These are using sum ifs into the IS tab. This is the balance sheet, doing the same thing, pulling from the balance sheet tab. So using a sum if. I've got checks down below to make sure that I'm not missing out on anything. Those checks are also in that input tab, so I know that things are working well. So yeah, you've got formatted reports, and then I've also created a little bit of a dashboard here to sort of summarize what your findings are on the other pages. And then you can, when you're done, be ready to kind of get a little cover going here. I can select the tabs that I want to print. I can hit print. I can print these out to PDF, and you can see I've got nice formatted reports across the way here. That is just really being sourced through the simple balance sheet P&L reports that are based out of Amalgam. So happy reporting with this thing, and would love to hear your feedback. Thanks so much.